Now let's cross live to the man who's leading this bid, Lawrence Ma himself, chairman of the Hong Kong Legal Exchange Foundation. Thank you very much for joining us, Barrister.
Thank you.
First and foremost, how will your organization and the UN proceed from this point on?
Well, it is our understanding that under the UN Charter's Article 99, the Secretary General has a duty to raise with the Security Council of the United Nations if there is any situation in the world that threatens international peace and security. Now, we have information that the United States of America has sent their a U.S. carrier, a battleship, a carrier, into the South China Sea just during August, the 6th of August, which is just a week or so before, or 10 days before. Now, also the Japanese has sent the biggest battleship from Japan to the South China Sea. Now, there has been suspicion and inference that the U.S. carrier would actually assist the United States in maintaining peace in the region, including Hong Kong. So if Hong Kong's situation is getting out of hand, and China sending troops into Hong Kong to maintain our internal security, the United States may use or utilize this opportunity to initiate an armed conflict in Hong Kong. So that is a threat to international peace or imminent peace and security. So in that juncture, I would have thought that the United Nations Secretary General would have to be alerted to this imminent situation and table the issues that we want him to table into the Security Council of the United Nations for consideration in September this year.
Barrister, let me put this into some historical context. I noticed that you made a very similar urge back in the year 2014 to the then UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon on UK's interference in Hong Kong. So any concrete results coming out of that urge?
Well, I think it is pretty fruitful because once we see the press on that and the news got out, the United States actually responded to us to say that, well, let's see whether, because that was actually a complaint against Sir Richard Ottaway, who was a parliamentarian in the UK, who wanted to lead a delegation into Hong Kong, a political delegation into Hong Kong, to investigate whether the Sino-British Joint Declaration has been implemented, which is entirely an internal matter for Hong Kong and the mainland China. So as a result of our letter, the United Nations have informed us that we should observe and keep the situation under observation. And eventually, Sir Richard Ottaway backed out. He did not come to Hong Kong with his delegation.
Thank you very much, Barrister Lawrence Ma, chairman of the Hong Kong Legal Exchange.